Who here has had Spam?
I have.
I
Yeah.
haven't.
Who here who have had Spam who thought it was good?
Not me.
No.
Well, no worries. Today I will teach you a very yummy treat from the state of Hawaii. Today I'll be teaching you about its history and origins, and then I'll be teaching you how to prep a musubi and how to assemble a musubi. First, musubis first came about around 1945 in Hawaii. The Japanese were sent into incarceration camps because of the Pearl Harbor bombing. And the musubi, first, the musubi is it's mirrored over the Japanese onigiri. So if you know those rice treats that you get at sushi places that has seaweed over them and maybe some protein inside of it, it's mirrored after that. So it's a rectangular rice snack with traditionally Spam in it, or you can also put chicken katsu or egg in it as well, just whatever you would like. So Spam first first became popular in Hawaii because of the incarceration camps. It was also popular in Germany because of this war, or Britain. Japanese American anyway. Okay, so first to prep your musubi, I like to have like a sweet teriyaki taste flavor. So I would cut my musubi. It's in a can about this big. I would cut up my musubi, and in a Ziploc bag, I would put soy sauce, or shoyu is what we call it in Hawaii and in Japan. So you would put shoyu and however much you would like. I don't really measure because it's all about taste. Like if you want to put more shoyu in, put more shoyu. If you want more sugar, put more sugar. After the shoyu, you would put brown sugar in it. That gives it its sweet flavor. And then after that, I like to put some ginger powder and also onion powder in it. That kind of gives it like a zing after you eat it. After you make the sauce, you mix it up and make sure the sugar all dissolves. And then you put your cut up Spam into the Ziploc bag and let it marinate for a few hours or overnight. The next morning, when you take your Spam out of the fridge, I like to put it in a small saucepan or a pot and set it off on the stove and put it at about medium heat, just so that way the sauce can cook down and start to thicken. And that also has the Spam in it. On another part of the stove, I will put a large pan. I will put just a little bit of butter in it so that way the musubi doesn't stick to the pan. And I will put the musubi from the saucepan, from the pot into the pan, and let it cook. Since Spam is a non-perishable food item, it is already cooked. So all you're looking for really is the texture and the color of the meat. So I like to go for a brown, maybe like a dark brown because I like it crispy. Because it has sauce, it's going to be a little darker. While I'm cooking the Spam, simultaneously I'm also stirring the pot with the sauce and then the other Spam, which is not fried as well. I also like to ladle a little bit of the sauce into the pan as I am cooking the Spam. This thickens the sauce even more and then gives more flavor to the Spam. Once I'm done cooking all the Spam, I put the rest of the sauce from the pot into the pan, and then I stir it a little more. This will cause the sugar to caramelize and then become more of like a thicker sauce, maybe like a syrup texture. Once that's the consistency that I like, I will put everything on my table and then I will get ready to assemble. So this is my musubi maker. This is for forming the musubi. It's popular square-like figure. And then this will stamp down the rice to make it like more compact. So what I have on my table, wink wink, is seaweed nori sheets, which is just like basically super long seaweed that they use for sushi and musubi making. And then I have my pot of rice that I just made the night before. And then I have all my cooked spam and also my sauce that I made. So what I will do, I will take my nori sheets already cut up and I will put it shiny side down. So it is horizontal, shiny side down. Then I will put my musubi maker vertical right in the middle. After that, this all depends on how you like to make your musubi. Some people like putting the spam first. Some people like sandwiching the spam with rice. I like to sandwich it because then it doesn't make the seaweed all sticky when you eat it. I also suggest making the musubi with hot rice because then the seaweed will mold to the rice and the rice won't fall out. Also, when you wrap it, like the rice's steam will, yeah, it's better. Anyway, so I like to take my rice. I put maybe about this much rice in, maybe a little over halfway. And then I will take this stamper looking thing and then I will put a little bit of water in it. I have a little tray of water and then I will stamp down the rice. The water will ensure that the rice doesn't stick to this because that'll put you in a very sticky situation. After that, I take my spam, which is over to the side. I take one piece. You can take two, or however much you want. And then you put your spam in, and then you again put your rice on top, get some water, squish it down. Actually, I squish it down like this, and then this goes to the bottom, and then I pull it up, gently pull this up, and then you have your musubi. After that, all you need to do is wrap it. So you take your, I start with the right side because I'm right-handed, but you take this end of the seaweed, put it on top, put a little water. If you put the water, that acts as a glue and it'll make the seaweed stick better to each other. Put the other side, you kind of seal it together, and then there you have your spam musubi. It's great to eat for breakfast. They have them at gas stations in Hawaii that like a whole bunch of different kinds. It's great to eat at lunch, for a snack, for dinner, whatever you like. Oh, and the sauce is like you can dip your musubi in your sauce or you can drizzle it with the rice or on the rice in the musubi. Um, I hope you all try to make this and feel free to add whatever ingredients you would like to your sauces, maybe some green onions. Maybe you would like to try some sweet sauce or maybe a more savory sauce and enjoy.